2, 1. You are now live.
Former athlete, businessman, model, fashion influencer, father of 3. Don't be a hating ass bitch.
This guy was good.
Thank you for having me, Kobe. This is fun.
Crazy game, stay crazy, sign. What up? It is your boy Kobe Nasir Wallace, aka Call Me Crazy, and you are
now tuned into the motherfucking greatest.
I'm just kidding. You are now tuned into the Crazy Talk podcast, and I am back again for episode 9. Can we get a laugh, a round of applause for me being not only consistent but staying on fucking track? As you can see, we're only getting bigger. As you can see here. If you have one of these shirts, you see that shirt say at the Crazy Talk podcast with a little listener symbol, that means you are an official listener of the Crazy Talk podcast. So please cop up all the information. If you want some information on how to purchase this, get with me in my DM at callme.crazy or at the Crazy Talk _ podcast. Tonight we have a banger episode as usual. It is a guys' night, and you know, on guys' night we get into it. They said, you know, we talk about sports, we talk about pop culture, we get into it all when the guys are in town. So I want to, without further ado, bring on the boys. The boys are back in town. Welcome back to the Crazy Talk podcast. The Crazy Talk podcast co-host, my boy Noah fucking Tip and Cy. Bow. Fellas,
Yo, what's up, man? What we doing?
We in there. Yeah, I already know what it is. They said it's another Tuesday night, which means another recording of the Crazy Talk podcast. Okay, They said, and I know y'all can hear it all in my voice. I know y'all can probably see it. I don't usually look a mess like this. I'm usually always looking fucking good, but tonight I'm fucking sick. I can't help it. I don't know, my immune system. I blame it on Houston. As y'all know, I just got back from H motherfucking town. I was lit. And I'm going back. Best believe I'm going back. Hopefully I can get the guys to go back with me. I went with the guys this time, but I didn't go with these guys. So hopefully next time we plan a trip to the H-Town, we got the Crazy Talk podcast co-host with us. Fellas, how y'all been doing? What y'all been up to? Niggas chilling.
Always,
man. Because while y'all are chilling, the world still goes round. Okay, the world still goes round, and what I mean by the world goes round, or should I say, America goes round. We are finally reaching some type of progress. Should I say progress? When it comes to the MAGA administration, right? And as y'all can see, I put progress in quotation marks there. We are 6-7 months out from the time that this was initially proposed. When it was initially proposed to release, and yes, I am talking about the releasing of the Epstein files. If you don't know who Jeffrey Epstein is, this ain't the time to educate your ass. You should have been though. So go read. They said, but the Epstein files is a compromisation. Is that what it's called? A compromisation of all of the dirty, nasty, disgusting shit that this filthy fucking predator did while he was alive and while he was gallivanting around America. And it has all the information about all the people who helped and participated. Now, this MAGA administration, this Republican-led MAGA administration, ultimately got the releasing blocked back in March. Tip, as we know, it took a fight. It took some time for this bill to even be reintroduced back onto the Congress floor. And now they are voting for it again. This time, almost a unanimous vote. And unanimous means everybody votes one way. This time we saw, I want to say 347 Congress members vote one way. And it was literally one person who voted the other way. I don't think that has ever really been done. good thing majority vote rules, and we are now should now be getting a little insight into what the Epstein files are. Tip, what are your thoughts about this whole Epstein files releasing and everything with the government right now?
See, my confusion, right, going into it was why wasn't anyone like why aren't we okay with it being released?
Right.
And then on top of it, why now? If you wasn't cool with this whole time, why y'all stick to y'all roots? And it makes me wonder, Kobe, like, yo, like, did y'all like, are y'all tampering with it and y'all got some names rubbed off and now y'all cool with it because you finally got it done?
They said, I think tampering is the least they did with it. They said, fuck tampering. I think they went that bitch and created a whole new fucking list. If we see a whole bunch of black celebrities on this list, a whole bunch of black leaders, black political activists, we know some shit happened.
Yeah, we know.
You are not really engraced in the politics of it all, but you know the story of Jeffrey Epstein. What are your thoughts on these files finally being released? Do you think that this is going to do the public a service or a disservice? Give me your thoughts.
Actually, I really think I'm on the side with Tip.
Right.
Like, why release it now when it's done died down? Nobody really cares, you know. Like, it was at a pinnacle where I actually think it was a leaked file of it that had got leaked before.
Yeah.
That was actually floating
fake,
across the internet.
I thought it was fake. There were people out there saying that it was in fact real. I feel like if they would have leaked that little tad bit, somebody would have leaked the rest of it. That's just what I think. But I saw
The file that was leaked, it was just if I recall correctly, it was just it was a plane log of who has been to the island.
Yep. Okay. Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes, that is actually real, I believe, right, Tip? Where there was logs, I believe they said Bill Clinton allegedly went there about 22 times.
Yeah, I saw some. I don't know the factuality on it, but I do know that was definitely floating around. I remember that specifically.
Yeah, there are a lot of things floating around, kind of surrounding the whole Epstein, Donald Trump, Bill Clinton of it all. I've seen some very crazy allegations going on social media. Like, I'm not even going to say it because I don't want the president of America to come after me. So I'm going to leave you out of it. They said, in the spirit of leaving you out of it, we are going to take politics off the table for the rest of this episode, okay? They said, and we are about to get into the nitty gritty. I like to say that, the nitty gritty. We're about to get into the nitty gritty of this episode. I want to start off with something that is really, really, really plaguing our black communities, okay? Here at the Crazy Talk Podcast, yes, I'm funny. You're going to be entertained, but you are also going to be informed because that's just what we do here. We don't like to be dumb, okay? We like to be smart. They said, and how we go about talking about this topic, I don't want kid gloves, Tip. I don't want kid gloves, Sai. I want y'all real opinion on how the state of our communities are looking. And what I mean by that is, I'm just going to ask the question. How does living in an urban society, urban areas affect not only your mental, but your social perspectives, your social life? How does living in the hood, does it prevent you from doing things that you want to do now in your life? Does it make you feel ways about certain things that you like? Does it make you feel certain ways about maybe your job or maybe, you know, your hobbies? I want to kind of get into this because I think that we are seeing a mass, and when I say mass, M-A-S-S, a mass kind of popularization of the YN culture, right? I think we are seeing an overabundance of YNs and not an overabundance of RNs, okay? They said, and no, not registered nurse. I'm saying real niggas, okay? They said, no, that didn't mean registered nurse. They said, I meant real nigga, okay? They said, but I want to start with you, Sai. You have lived in urban areas your whole life. How has that shaped you now that you're 22 going on 23 years old? How has that shaped you? Do you watch the motherfuckers you hang around? Do you watch the places you go? Are you paranoid to do certain shit because of where you come from?
This is a tricky question because you can answer this from so many different angles.
Yeah.
You know, because where you live can really put a toll on you mentally. The people you hang around, they can put a toll on you mentally because of how they live.
Yeah.
And now situations they get into, you feel me, kind of lead into situations you can get into. And so forth and so on.
Yeah.
But I mean, the community is lacking in many ways. As far as like when we talk about the little niggas, it's so many of them out here trying to like kill. Yeah, that's what I call them.
I'm with you.
It's so many of them out here that's just like all they trying to do is crash. They first instinct is like, I want to be in the street. You don't really get too many. We don't got too many more athletes coming up now. It's especially in our city.
As if that's the only way to make it out. It's not. It's not. But
it's not.
I get what you're saying for sure. Continue.
Yeah, because that's in our city. That's really how we always looked at it.
Right.
You feel me? Was the athlete route.
Yep.
But as of now, we see how the city is moving on. Everybody's starting to get their own little business. Everybody doing clothing, getting shit popping.
You feel me? Right.
So,
do you think that we need to help translate that into the younger generation? That's what you're saying, basically.
I was just about to say, I feel like, yeah, basically, like we need to instill in them like it's more than just being in the street. You feel me? It's more than just trying to sell some weed.
Right.
It's more than just trying to go out here and be on the block with your mans and do this and do that. It's more than all. It's way more to it than that.
Tip, I want to get. I definitely want to get your opinion because you are kind of like a oxymoron, if you will. If you guys know what that means, you have lived your life in suburban areas, but you are abreast to urban areas. You are surrounded also by urban areas. So what is your thoughts on that? Has, witnessing or experiencing urban shit, has that kind of detailed how you go about, your social life, how, the type of people you hang with, the type of places you go to, and even how you maneuver in those places? Talk to me about that.
So I mean, just to give a little bit background of my situation growing up.
Right.
Before I moved to the burbs, right? I moved there when I was about 11 or 10. So before that, I was living in considerably one of like the worst cities in New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? And Irvington, New Jersey at the time. Well, probably still is. Irvington, Newark, that combination right there.
Drop your hood, nigga. It's like, nah.
And so, I just remember like kind of growing up, like my mom she didn't let me out the house for real. Like, I'm gonna keep it a bean. I wasn't that kid, you know what I'm saying? I was outside with the kids. Nah, man, I went to private school and I was kept in that house. Like,
I feel you, nigga. I went to public school and I was kept in the house. Shit.
Because I mean, you understand, Kobe? Just like the outside, like even if it's not the kids, it's the siblings, it's the parent. Like you're gonna eventually get exposed to it somehow, some way, depending on like who you're around, and some of it's inevitable. And so I think with the culture now and kind of like what's wrong, and this is from an outside looking in, right? Because I'm no longer in those areas anymore. Like I said, I'm suburban all the way through. Kind of just looking in now is what I'm seeing is it's almost like, and I hate to use social media as an example, but it got so put in their face so early. You know what I'm saying? Like the boom of social media, we was in like what? Like the real boom was like we was probably like sixth grade.
Yeah, I was
fifth grade. That's when they really started picking up, like Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat.
Yeah,
like. By that time, our brains are like, yeah, we're young, but we kind of have understanding, and it's peaking. Right now, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
And I know you growing up, like we didn't, like I didn't see people shooting, like it wasn't glamorized like that. Like yeah, it's there. You had the Chief Keefs, you had the rappers, but like niggas wasn't trying to go outside and do that shit. You just listen to the music.
Word.
And
okay,
this is
so you think that not only are we kind of declining, but our youngers are becoming more impressionable.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
We have no leaders. We have no black leaders in the black community.
We don't.
We don't have no real leader.
I agree with that. I think that and actually, Tip, I'll disagree with that. I think we have leaders. Are they leading us?
That's the thing. Yeah, there you go.
Are they
I like
leading us in
that.
the right directions?
Right.
Maybe not. They said we have completely shifted in the black community. We have completely shifted what it means to be a leader. They said now your status and your success, meaning money or fiscal abilities, have now overshadowed your morality, has now overshadowed your work ethic, has now overshadowed all of these things. I really wanted to touch on this because me personally have experienced kind of the brashness of these YNs, of these young niggas. I literally went to work yesterday. Today is Tuesday. On Monday 11/17, I drive down Dover. Now, if you are from Delaware, if you're from Wilmington, Delaware, you kind of think, Dover, oh, that's kind of a little burby, a little country, a little,
safest place ever.
Shit off to the side type shit, because it's just nothing compared to where we come from here in Wilmington, right? But boy, man, I may be fucking wrong. I do my little break regimen. I leave the building which I worked. I get into my car. I spark up my blunt, but I realize I'm in the work parking lot. I can't do this. I gotta go to another parking lot. So I decide to drive a little bit, and I reach this neighborhood. Right, I reached this neighborhood, and in this neighborhood, it was just a whole bunch of houses. The houses didn't look fucked up, or as if they were inhabited by young niggas. The neighborhood looked pretty good to me. Shit. So I decided to pull over into this neighborhood and finish my quarter blunt. Nothing too much. It's gonna take me 5 minutes to finish, right? Before I could even spark, I just get this weird feeling in sensation. When a presence is near you, right? When you get that presence that somebody is near you or someone is coming towards you, I had that feeling. So I just looked up. I was on my phone. I looked up and I happened to see this YN just walking back and forth, walking back, pacing. Okay, now you got me paranoid. From where I come from, this is real life shit. From where I come from, that makes me paranoid. Why are you outside, might I add, skied up, pacing back and forth? Oh, hell nah. Time to start this motherfucker up and get the fuck up out of here. But before I could even start up the car and turn around out of the parking space of which I was and go back the way I came, shit just took a real fast decline. It took a real fucking fast decline. I turn around, and now on the left of me, I see a white van just come out of nowhere. The nigga who was standing out there walking back and forth, he has disappeared. In the moment in which I started the car and turned the car around, he has disappeared. And presumably into this white van, right? And then there are two more people all the way to the back. So I'm like, oh shit, let me get the fuck up out of here before some shit go down. Cause in my head, I'm like, oh, they about to cut at each other. Like, what the fuck am I about to get caught in the middle of some shit? So I start driving. Why the fuck these niggas start cutting at me? Now, I am from Wilmington. Gunshots don't surprise me. Gunshots, they definitely still scare me. They said, but they have never been aimed at me. I've always been abreast to shootings, but they were shooting at other niggas. Okay? They are shooting at other people or shooting in crowds. I have never been physically, I guess, the intended target. I say that to say these boys couldn't have been no older than 16, no older than 15 on a Monday at 12 o'clock. Why the fuck aren't you in school, first and foremost? You are walking around your fucking neighborhood looking for opportunities to be a fucking crash out. That right there embodies what the fuck is wrong with not only the younger generation, but the black community right now. We are too ready to fucking crash. Nobody's willing to drive, but everybody is willing to fucking crash. That is some real shit. Everybody is willing to crash. And I think that it has to be talked about, because at what point do we say, okay, this shit isn't cool anymore. This shit is fucking up a whole lot of shit. This shit isn't only fucking up people's mentals, physicals. It's fucking up their livelihoods. It's fucking up who they hang with. It's fucking up how they view other people in this world. And this world is so big that you can't tailor your thought of this word on only the people who you experience. You just can't do that, right? And it brings me to one of our next biggest topics of the night. If any of you guys have not seen, there is a video going around, a viral video going around of this mother in Chicago walking home from school with her children, her 2 children. She has a son and a daughter, young children, might I add. I will say that the kind of optics of it all looked very alarming from the beginning of the video, because you just see all these young kids kind of swarming around her and her children, right? I definitely want to show you guys the video. I have the video and I will be able to play the video for you guys. So bear with me for one quick second while I show you guys this video.
Down the street from Orville T. Bright Elementary School. Video shared tens of thousands of times on Facebook shows this attack, and you can see that woman being punched and eventually falling to the ground, and that's when the assault turns even more violent. We've frozen the video here because it's too graphic after this point. We've also blurred the faces of the people involved because they're minors and no charges have been filed. Police say the woman and a 9-year-old boy went to the hospital in serious condition. Word of the attack spread quickly on social media and led to a big crowd gathering outside the school this morning demanding answers and justice. We've reached out to CPS for comments on this.
Guys, I mean, Tip, I'm going to start with you. What were your thoughts when you saw this swarm, this pool of YNs
It's the last one.
surrounding this lady, pregnant lady, might I add? What
Right.
were your thoughts? Take it away.
Bro, it's like I remember like my dad would tell me, right? Like there was always like, 'cause he grew up in rough areas around New Jersey. Same my mom, and they would say, there was a code. There was certain things you just didn't do. Like there's certain just out of respect. Like you just didn't do morally. And I feel like as I'm watching this video, I can see that there is no morality. There's no moral compass. There's nothing. It's just strictly violence, and that's all they see. And just what they did, I mean, it was a rough watch. It was rough. It's heartbreaking, bro. Like it's kids, yo, and the lady's pregnant.
What ensued after we see them swarm her? They actually begin to put hands on her and physically attack her and her children. Sai, what are your thoughts? We've seen kids like this, maybe not to this extent, but we've seen little kids like this get off the bus and they're in a swarm, a pack, if you will, and they've attacked them. We've seen this. So give me your thoughts on this pregnant mother and her 2 very young children having to go through this after coming home from school. What do you think? Tell me.
I haven't seen the video.
Oh, okay.
But off of my personal knowledge of what I think is just stupid. It's not right. Like, as young black men, we should know to just always protect women. Should never put our hands on women. Like that should just be standard in the household. That should already be put into your mind. Because you got a mother. If you got a mother, you got a sister, you should always want to protect them. Because if you going outside and you putting your hands on women, that makes me think you'll put your hands on your mom.
Right. I'm with you. I thought it was completely fucking horrendous to actually watch the video. When you get a chance, sorry, you have to go watch the video. Actually watching this video and seeing the vitriol that these kids have at such a young age. Like, they aren't just like throwing shit at her and like kind of teasing her and fucking with her. They're slamming her head into the concrete. They're punching her. They're kicking her. She's pregnant. They're kicking her child. They're smashing her child into the floor. It was disgusting. Then
they try to kill her.
They look
that's what it looked like they was about to do.
It looks as if they were
flaming her head?
Yes, it was wild. It was wild.
Show the vid real quick.
I almost want to show you the vid right now. I almost want to kind of take
or is
this
it very like sensitive, so it's not going like.
It is very sensitive.
That's all I was wondering. Yeah, I was about to say it's not like you.
It is very sensitive. But I can show you very, very quickly, and I'll throw it up for the audience. I will throw it up for you guys as well. Watch the video on your own time. Sorry, I don't know what to tell you. They said, but the audience would definitely get a chance to see kind of a less sensitive clip of the video. But yeah, guys, it that kind of wraps out that specific topic. Are the YNs getting out of control? Yes, we talked about this already. They're beyond out of control. They're beyond the point of disrespect. I think that we don't need to instill respect to this generation, because I truly do feel that it takes a different approach to teach different people different shit. I think these are those kids who's gonna need those ass whoopings.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's time to bring it back.
I think that these are the kids who gentle parenting is never going to fucking work. It's never going to work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit never went nowhere.
They said we need to stop the what the fuck is that? We need to stop the kind of gentleness and also respecting these kids, because I will say parents have begun to try and have respect for their kids. Is it leading to this? I don't think so. I don't think being lenient on your kids leads to this. I don't think respecting your children leads to this. Treating your children as a human, I don't think that's what leads to this. I think absence of true parenthood leads to this. And I'm just going to close out the topic with that. We have talked enough about the YNs, but I think that we need to kind of talk about how things are more serious in the world. More serious shit like mental health, more shit like poverty, more shit like hunger. You know, we need to really focus and hone in on these things, because not only can these things contribute to maybe why some of these kids are the way that they are, but it can contribute to why the world is functioning at such a fucked up rate right now in the 2025, in the 20s of 2025, right? They said we have to talk about the apparent suicide death of Marshawn Kneeland, Cowboys DN. Tip, after I read this article, I'm gonna let you take it away, because I know this is your team. It's probably, you know this guy probably a lot better than me and Cy will, but I'm just gonna read this People Magazine article and then kind of let you take it away from there. Marshawn, the headline reads, Marshawn Kneeland's pregnant girlfriend asks for help finding photos of him after sharing news of their baby. All right, things that we kind of need to know. Marshawn Kneeland's pregnant girlfriend, Catalina Mancera, spoke out for the second time about his death in a post shared on November 15th. In the post, Mancera asked people to send photos and memories of the late Dallas Cowboys player. Kneeland died from an apparent self-inflicted gun wound on November 5th following a police chase. I don't know if y'all knew that. I did not know that before researching this. I didn't know that he killed himself after, like, directly following the police chase. I thought he maybe killed himself in the privacy of his home or something like that. And then following the November 5th police chase, a news of Mancera's pregnancy broke on November 12th, just 7 days after his death. The article reads, Marshawn Kneeland's pregnant girlfriend, Catalina Mancera, is gathering as many memories of the athlete as she can in the wake of the Dallas Cowboys defensive end's death earlier this month at age 24. Mancera, whose pregnancy was confirmed by Cowboys head coach Brian Schottenheimer, has spoken out twice since his death. The second time came in form of a Facebook post, paraphrasing here. Hi, everyone. This is a quote from Mancera. Hi, everyone. I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you for all the love, prayers, and messages that have been sent my way, end quote. Mancera, she began the post with, quote, "Your support has meant more to me than I can put into words during such a painful time," end quote. Whew. They said this was the football player's second year with the Cowboys. See, I didn't know that as well. I thought that he was a rookie. This was the football player's second year with the Cowboys, and when he died from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound after leading Texas DPS troopers on a chase just north of Dallas that Wednesday night. Authorities said just 2 days earlier he had scored his very first NFL touchdown.
Yep.
Tip, take it away. Kind of give me kind of like a little blanket slate of who Marshawn Kneeland is, just for those of us who may not know.
But yeah, so Marshawn, I mean, you kind of attest to it. Second year player of Dallas. Wasn't this is no disrespect to him, but he wasn't like a superstar player, nothing like that.
Okay.
Definitely in that second string, third string area. But was also a lot. He was on special teams a lot. That's how ABC scored his touchdown, his first touchdown against Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, to really get in the situation about it, like what happened with them, it's definitely heartbreaking.
Right.
Not just because I'm a Cowboys fan, but just in general. Because we try to touch on men's mental health so much, but yet men are committing suicide at such a high rate.
That is definitely something we are very passionate about here at the Crazy Talk Podcast, men's mental health. We already earlier in the season, we talked about the suicide of Kyron Lacey. And now here we are again, just 2 months post that, talking about another athlete committing suicide. So, Sai, I want to ask you, do you think that the pressures of not only being an athlete, but the pressures of being a provider for your family, the pressures of having to maintain a perfect image, do you think that this is just weighing very heavily on these men and we just don't recognize it? Or is there something different going on? Are these isolated incidents? Or are we seeing mistakes being made and then thereafter they kind of take their life in consequence of the mistakes that they made? I think that you can honestly very easily debunk that with the fact that we now know that Kyron Lacey wasn't involved in the accident that he was accused of or alleged of being involved in at all. So do you think that this will probably be another shock as where, well, maybe it didn't have to end this way? What are your thoughts on this?
Men's mental health is very, very, like, we don't talk about it enough because men are supposed to be strong. We're supposed to be tough. We're supposed to take everything on the chin. We're supposed to brush it off.
Yep.
You feel me? So a lot of us, we don't talk about our feelings or our emotions or what's going on in us. You feel me? We probably do, but we're not going to break the whole situation down about what's mentally going through our brains. Play by play, step by step. You feel me? We might give you a little 25 or 30% out of that whole 100.
So you think that is kind of almost the catalyst of what we're seeing here, kind of the natural withholding of men. We withhold.
I think us men, we're just not comfortable enough to open up to people, or we just don't.
Or is that comfortability not there?
Yeah, we just don't haven't found that person that's we find comfortable enough to open up to and share everything or our darkest secrets with.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
No, I absolutely get what you're saying. But I kind of what it is I'm kind of searching for is, do you think that that's the situation that we're seeing with Marshawn Kneeland? Are we seeing kind of a buildup of pressure that led to maybe this as they call it, I forget what they call it. They call it like a set, what is it called? It's like a spark. The set off, what set off him, actually committing suicide. Was this the turning point, was that buildup, was those pressures kind of what led to this pivotal moment being the catalyst of his death?
Yeah.
You think so?
I feel okay. Yeah, because even so, Jair Alexander just stepped away from football to focus on his mental health. So
perfect example.
This kind That kind of just, it kind of just clicked in. Like, yeah, like they really are
going through a lot.
Who knows what they really are going through? You feel me?
Tip, I kind of want.
It's kind of even scary to think about because his girl just announced her pregnancy.
Just
like, damn.
And that makes you think. Well, did he know? You know, what was he privy to that information? If so, would that have affected his decision? You know, all those things. Tip, I kind of want you to close out this topic here with all your thoughts on men's mental health. Do we have to take this more seriously? And what are the steps to taking men's mental health more seriously?
I mean, just to start off, like, it's not a lot of outlets. I think a lot of us kind of grow up, you gotta be tough, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta take care of this. And like, I just want like a lot of guys to know like it's okay to make mistakes, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a lot of dudes they beat themselves up because you gotta be perfect. You're on social media, you see the nigga with the chain, living the best life, you seen all this shit. And like I think a lot of it, people don't want to accept their lives or what it is. And like and then people that's committing suicide is young men. It's not necessarily the older generation. It's a lot of us is the young ones. Yeah. And that's kind of we want to speak to. Like, that's what we have to focus on, is because it's a lot of pressure sometimes. Like, to have like I said, the chains, the clothes, all that. And like, it's saddening to see that every time there's some sort of mistake or some sort of something going wrong, it feels like it's all piled onto you. You want to take your life. Like, I think we need to find more outlets as people, as men. We got to find outlets, and then we got to make sure that there's outlets for us too. On top of that, right? So as much as it is that we need outlets to go to, we need to, like, when we're down bad, we need to go. You know what I'm saying? We need to get checked. You know what I'm saying? Check on your peoples. Do what you like. You got to do your part. It's a team effort for this. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So.
Definitely,
I feel you on that too.
As the Crazy Talk podcast, we definitely, as a whole, want to send our condolences to the family of Marshawn Kneeland, to his girlfriend, fiance, partner, and early congratulations on the healthy birth of their child. We just want to say that early and kind of sign that over your pregnancy. But we're already talking about football, guys, so we might as well keep it going. We might as well keep the football talk going, because as we know, in the world of football, there's a lot going on. For some reason, I want to start off with something that happened over this past weekend that kind of sent shockwaves through the football world for some reason. And at first glance, I didn't even, see it as that big of a thing, but then watching it again and over, you quickly realize why this was made to be a thing on social media. We saw, I'm not sure what college teams were playing at this time, but we saw just two football players from this team coming out of their locker room, coming out of the dome that leads to their locker room. And as they're coming out of the dome, we see a state trooper presumably there to kind of, enforce law at the game, or be security at the game. We saw him almost abrasively, very aggressively bump these two players, as they some people have kind of conspired that they actually moved to make room so that he could walk through them, and he still in turn bumped them. I'm sure you've seen this video, Sai. I'm sure you've seen this video, Tip. What are our thoughts on this video? I'll tell you guys my thoughts right off the rip. Like I just said, my first initial reaction, I was like, well, what happened? Why was that such a big deal? And then I watched it again, and you can kind of see more of his intention. He was intending to bump them. And then I think what kind of set off the chain reaction online was not him bumping them. It was his reaction to him bumping them. He got visibly irate. He got visibly upset and started yelling at them. It's like as if he wanted to begin a confrontation with them. Tip, you have played sports. Imagine walking out to the wrestling mat, right? and the security guard who is supposed to be securing the event just bumps the fuck out of you. What is going through your mind? What do you do? What do you say? How do you react? Get into the mind of a college, high school athlete and tell me what you do in that moment.
I mean, I think because it was South Carolina versus Texas A&M.
Okay.
And he had just scored a touchdown, and then off the momentum, you run past. So the teammates are like, yo, come running with him. Normal shit, right?
Right.
That's when the cop bumps them as they're walking back. So now, what I liked about these young men is that they didn't even give into it. Yeah, he bumped them. They kept walking. You know what I'm saying? They was locked in. And that's what I like to see, because that trooper or cop, whatever, he was looking for something. That he came in, regardless of what anybody was saying. Obviously, sports, people gonna talk shit. You looking for confrontation in that.
Yeah.
And I'm glad those young men didn't do it. And I mean, as far as when I was in high school, if something like that happened to me when I was wrestling and whatnot, I probably had the same reaction. I'm locked in. I got a job to do. It wouldn't be. I'm not even worried about it. What the fuck? But I got a job to do, and that's how these dudes handled it. I think they handled it perfectly.
They kept it pushing to get some differing opinions, because we already know this guy ain't going like that. You know, they said, "Fuck a locked in, fuck a locked in." Sigh. I want to know, what would you have done? This cop bumps you. You're walking onto the field.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie, twin. He would have felt this shoulder pad. Like, it's just that simple. He wanted to come in between me and bro. He's about to feel this whole shoulder.
Yeah.
Like, see if you can move me. Like, it's just that simple.
Right.
But what I got to say about the video is he had scored a touchdown, and as he was running past the cops that was right there, he kind of like threw the ball at them. So, yeah. Nobody ever really notices that, because it's like nobody.
I didn't see that.
I didn't see that either.
Yeah, he kind of threw the ball at them. So as he went all the way down into the tunnel, he was limping. He came back. The cop walked. I guess the cop was trying to say something, but he was trying to be all tough. Cops.
Yeah.
Walked in between them, bumped them. You feel me? Now I'm not on the cop side. I'm not saying that. Right. Not saying that at all.
You're just pointing out a fact.
But I'm just pointing out a fact. You feel me? A cause and an effect.
Yeah.
So that's all that was.
So we see the reaction of the cop. We see the reaction of the cop, and it has sparked so much online commentary that people are kind of fearful of what he would do, like if he wasn't on camera.
It was like some racial.
Yeah, like people are definitely thinking this was a racially charged thing. Like they're saying, like, imagine what he does to little black boys when no one's looking, or when his body cam is off. And I mean, can you blame them?
I should have laughed, but
can you blame? He definitely, his reaction, I won't say his action, made me think this. His reaction gave him away. You bumping them could have very well been an accident, could have very well been on purpose, but you could have played it off if you was what we were talking about earlier, an RN. If you were a real nigga, you could have pulled that bump off without having a reaction to it. You already bumped them. You got your fucking point. You got what you wanted. God damn. And this just goes to show y'all that YNs, they come in all fucking sizes, shapes, and fucking colors. Okay. They said, now, on to more pressing shit. We have to get into one of the most talked about players who has only played one game in the regular season. We have to talk about Mr. Sanders, Sheduer Sanders, who was drafted to the Cleveland Browns in the 7th round of the 2025 draft. Tip, you have had a lot of opinions on Sheduer, on the treatment of Sheduer. So I want you to take this away. I want you to take this topic. What are your thoughts on not only the gameplay, but the way that they are utilizing him, and kind of the aftermath of the game as well? Tell me all of it.
Okay. So Dylan Gabriel goes down, Sheduer walks in, right? And so what I'm seeing is one, he has little to no time in the pocket, and everything just looks terrible. His timing is off. Snaps don't look crisp. It just look like sloppy. And then I'm like, in my head, right? I'm like, damn, like fuck, like all right, like I'm like, damn, no, he's still a rookie this time in a third. So I'm not really high on Sheduer, right?
Right.
Then I hear it comes out Stefanski or Steven Stefanski, the head coach of the Browns, talking about, yeah, he's never really had any snaps with the first team.
Yep.
What? And Cole, because you play football, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I always thought the backups always had a little bit of runs with the starters, just in case the starter went down, the starting quarterback went down.
Yeah.
But it's the NFL though. This is the NFL.
Everybody's good enough. Yeah, let's be for real. But
Everybody good in the NFL.
Even if there is certain things called like scout, how are you not getting any type of reps? That's crazy to me.
I forgot.
That's crazy to me. They said,
and he's QB too.
You can forget. You've been on the bench before, so you've had to play scout. Why would you forget that?
Niggas.
Nah, what? Nah, what? You've never been on the bench?
I was trying to say, I forgot that the backup QB plays with the starting scout O-line. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah.
The niggas trying to bid, okay.
I wasn't trying to bid. I thought that's what you were saying. So okay. They said, I mean, did I lie? Did I fucking lie? No, I didn't. And they said, I'm only getting a little spicy because we are nearing and gearing to our analysis. So please stay tuned. If you have gotten this far, keep watching because we are about to get into it. And y'all already know how we get when it is time to analyze. But continuing the talk about Sheduer, I think it is absolutely fucking pitiful, Stefanski. And then for your reasoning to be, well, he hasn't gotten many reps with the first team because Dillon Gabriel is a rookie quarterback, so he needs all the reps he can get. Although Dillon Gabriel was getting second team reps when Joe Flacco was there. So let's be fucking for real here. Let's be fucking for real. Are we going to give the second team quarterback reps when they're a rookie because they need it? Or are we only going to do that, fuck it, for the white one? Because in no way, shape, or form is Dillon Gabriel better than Sheduer Sanders. Let's just be honest.
Call a spade a spade.
Sai, I want to get your thoughts on the Sheduer Sanders of it all. Do you think that there is a bigger reason as to why this is happening to him? Not only did this happen to him, the day he lost this fucking game, his house gets burglarized. Do you think that we are seeing a full-on attack, if you will, on the Sanders? If you guys don't remember, Shiloh Sanders was cut immediately after one infraction from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers earlier this season. Sai, give me your thoughts on the Sanders, on Sheduer. Are you liking this treatment? Do you think it's fair? What?
Well, he's getting treated like this because who his dad is. Feel me? His dad walked into college football, had a big mouth, big head. I mean, he backed it up a little bit, but ever since then, like, since Sheduer left, Travis left, that's just not the same. It's not probably going to be the same.
But that just goes to show right there that they were the ingredients in the sauce.
It was supposed to be the same.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, it's Deion Sanders, so he's going to keep getting kids to go there.
Yeah, but also I want to touch on what you just said. He's getting treated this way because of his father. Isn't kind of the trope you get treated better because your dad is a fucking megastar? Isn't that kind of what the norm is? So why are we seeing the total flip when it comes to the Sanders boys? Silence, because it is confusion. We don't know. Audience, we don't know why Sheduer Sanders is being treated this way. I want to hear the audience's opinions on this. Drop the comments below. This clip will be making it to the trailer. So drop your comments below. We want to know y'all's opinion on why Sheduer Sanders is being treated this way. Hashtag free Sheduer Sanders.
I ain't even gonna lie. I thought he should have been starting a minute ago.
A minute ago.
I heard players were saying on the team like he looks better than Dylan.
He should have never been the third string quarterback. Like that should have never been. First of all, he should have never been drafted to the fucking Browns. He should have never been drafted in the 7th round. None of all of these things, which should have never fucking happened because envy and jealousy, right? Speaking of envy and jealousy, speaking of all the things that we've talked about so far this episode, this brings me to our last kind of cliche topic, right? It is still about football, though. As I said, we see YNs, they come in all colors, shapes, and sizes, and ages. And we saw, I want to say, a 27-year-old YN show up on the fucking field in the Steelers versus Bengals game when this nigga, this dirty, disgusting fucking hood rat, Jamar Chase, decided to cock his mouth and spit on my GOAT, the greatest quarterback of all time, Jalen Ramsey. How fucking dare you? And you got everything that was coming to you. Everything you deserved. Y'all heard what Mike Tomlin said. I know you heard him, Tip. Don't ask me. I don't have a comment. I can't tell you what to do when the nigga spit in your face. Handle it how you see fit in the moment. Fine later. Right?
That's real.
This was disgusting. Tip, I know you love Jamar Chase. He's a great player. I think we've had him in our top 3 receivers every week that we've done the top 3. Give me your thoughts on this situation. We've already seen the situation with Dak and Jalen Carter play out in week 1. Now here we are 10 weeks later in week 11, seeing a very different but similar situation.
Yeah, they both spit, but one landed, like really landed, like in his face. Like I'm talking about, they face mask to face mask, and
it was a lot of spit.
It was gooey too.
Yeah,
it was
gooey. They said it definitely was gooey, and it definitely would have made me do exactly what the fuck Jalen Ramsey did.
Yeah,
grab that face mask up and bog it with the other one. Because what the fuck are you doing? Why?
Yeah, I was wild.
I've never seen so much nasty shit occur on a football field in my life. I played football for 17 years. I've never seen a nigga spit on another nigga. I've seen a lot of motherfuckers crack, boom, with the helmet on. I've seen a lot of niggas, boom, with the shoulder after the play. I've never seen a nigga walk up to another nigga and just, I've never seen it. I've never seen it. I think it's fucking disgusting. And now that we know Jamar Chase is in fact suspended and he has to pay upward of $500,000 for that spit, I hope your spit was worth that much. I hope that spit was worth $500,000. Moving on to the next fucking topic. They said, because goddamn. And the next topic just happens to be our week 11 analysis. Guys. I want Mr. Facts, Mr. Stats to take it away first. It always gets us in the mood to get a good analysis. So Tip, give me your top 3, give me your bottom 3, who should improve. Give me your week 11 analysis.
Week 11. All right, let's start off. I'm gonna start with the AFC. Because that's normally where the bigger powerhouses are. I'll start in the AFC East real quick. Patriots somehow are 9-2. Kobe was talking about it beforehand, before the pod started. I knew they was winning, but I didn't know it was 9-2. You know what I'm saying? I guess that slipped my eyes. But the Patriots look good. Like I actually was able to sit down and watch their game. That's a real team. But that's a real defense. You know what I'm saying? We big on defense over here. Bills still hanging in there, 7-3. They're still a dominant force. I mean, I know you probably want to take over this topic with the AFC North. Which is Steelers. Lamar Jackson's back. How you feel about that, Cole? Lamar back.
Is he?
He's back.
Is he? They said, I think it is merely a fluke. That's what I think. I think it is merely he is getting back for what he lost. Okay? Those first 5-6 weeks of the season, he was completely fucking dog shit. And this might upset some people. But compare it to Jalen Hurts. Compare Lamar Jackson to Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts in the beginning of the season was not doing well by any means. But he still looked efficient in a way that not only was his team winning, but in a way that nobody could really nitpick on his skill. Now we're later into the season and his team's still winning. But I think that those two losses kind of open people's eyes to be like, oh, the skills aren't skilling. And now for some reason, when Lamar is re-emerging and he's winning games, I think this is just winning the games you lost. You feel me? I think this is like Jalen Hurts getting back the passing yards he didn't get because he was fucking shitty in the first couple weeks of the season. But nobody wanted to talk about it. And now we're talking about it. So that's what I think about Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. I think it's a fluke. I think we have still yet to see Derrick Henry show up. I think we have still yet to see their offense really click and survive. I think, how am I annoying? I just gave Jalen Hurts a fucking compliment.
A backhand compliment.
That's not a backhanded compliment. That's not a backhanded. You can't even spell backhanded compliment first and foremost. Let alone know what the fuck a backhanded compliment is. Me saying someone is good is not a backhanded compliment. That's a fucking compliment. Y'all see how butthurt and pussy hurt he gets when it comes to the Eagles? Jesus. Anyway, get back to your analysis, because you completely derailed that shit.
I sort of pot a little bit. I knew something was gonna come up. The AFC South, you know what I'm saying? We talked about this too before the pod too. Colts, they've been winning games. They ain't really necessarily play any powerhouses, but they win it. You know what I'm saying? Got to take my hat off. And then Travis Hunter out for the season. Just real quick. So get well soon, Travis. Jaguars are they're probably gonna start that decline coming soon. Broncos are still 9-2 on the season. Broncos defense is a real defense. I think Side knows about that.
He does.
As do I. It's okay, brother. We've been in the same boat. And then let's go. I want to go over to the NFC then. Real quick, Kobe. I'll make it quick. Eagles 8-2, still somehow winning games. Had a nice win against the Lions. I know Sai gonna touch on that, so I'm gonna leave that to him. I'm not gonna get too in depth into it because I know it's gonna start an argument.
You already that's all he can talk about.
Cowboys bounce.
No analysis. Probably no other teams are on his analysis. I bet you as soon as I ask him to go next, even though I'm telling him now that he's going next, he's still going to wait 5 minutes and be like, and then it's going to be nothing but shit about the Eagles. But continue, Tim. I'm sorry.
All good. Cowboys, nice little win for Marshawn, Kneeland. They look good. George Pickens and CD were actually benched the first drive.
Right, yep.
Supposedly both of them were out at a casino and got back to the hotel like 7:30, like where CD was seen throwing up.
Schottenheimer, those are your fucking bread and butter. Don't nobody give a fuck if they was drunk. Put them on the fucking field.
But George Pickens did have a hell of a game. CD had one drop pass in the end zone, but the pass was a little shaky. Played pretty well considerably. Moving on. Packers 7-3. I know this is gonna probably start another argument too, so I'm gonna wait for that later. Lions 6-4. Lions gotta do better.
Those are your couple teams that you need to see some type of improvement from.
Then moving on with the Buccaneers. I see a little decline in the Bucs play as of late. But still 6-4.
A lot to the absence of Baker for those couple weeks.
That too. But I figure if once Baker comes back healthy, the ball will start rolling again. But we'll see. Then to go on to the NFC West, I think the most competitive division in the NFL as of right now, based off of record, excluding the Cardinals. We got the Rams, Seahawks, Niners. Both 1 game apart. Between the 1 and 1 and 2. I'm sorry, 49ers are 7-4, so they're about 2 games behind. But Purdy, I believe, is coming back. If not already, Seattle, Darnold's still looking dominant. JSN, arguably the best receiver right now in the NFL. Definitely gonna run away with that.
Yeah, Puka, you need to get back. I ain't gonna lie.
Puka, come on, Puka. We need a little catch up, fantasy brother. Yeah, Rams look good. I think just throw in Matt Stafford. I think he is looking like the MVP this year as of late. Which is crazy to say because the dude's like what, 35, 36?
He's 36.
Yeah, Matt Stafford been in the league for a long time.
Matt Stafford has like 4 more years left. He looks like he's done. Like after next 2. In the face, but not on the field, in the face.
Yeah. Let me see, I'm about to look it up real quick. Matt Stafford is 37.
Okay.
Yeah, and having a career season right now. So shouts to Matt Stafford. But yeah, that's basically my analysis as of right now.
Pretty good week 11 analysis.
It was a great.
Here's where shit gets bad, guys. As you guys know, I'm about to ask Sai. What's your week 11 analysis? Who do you think looks good? Who you think needs to improve?
My top 3 teams that looks good are in the AFC. I'm gonna start off with the AFC. I'm gonna start off with the Patriots. 1, Colts 2. Actually, no. Broncos 2, Colts 3. My top 3 teams in the AFC that I feel like they need to pick it up are the Bills, Chiefs, bitch ass nigga. How do y'all even make it? What are y'all, 5-5?
He trying to
see how his analysis just went into an attack. That he couldn't even wait a minute. He couldn't even wait a minute.
Asking you a question.
You don't need to ask me no questions. You don't need to ask me. Do your analysis.
Steelers.
Okay, that's fair.
That's my 3 teams to me. My top 3 NFC teams. I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with the Rams, Seahawks.
Do it. Go ahead. You can throw your team in there. You can.
I'm gonna throw my team in there, but I'm not going to throw my team in there because I want us on the other side because our offense. You feel me? I'm not on that tonight. I know what's going on. I just want you niggas to know.
Do you?
To know we got the best D block in this shit.
Y'all
and I'm gonna prove all that.
Y'all don't.
I'm gonna prove all that.
He said he gonna prove it. Nah, he said he gonna prove it, Cole. We gotta get.
He means he's not about to prove it though. He's about to go move on. He means he's gonna prove it when they play the next game. That's not proving it. That's we need some stats, something. But of course he didn't come prepared. So continue.
Can I finish?
Continue.
Can I finish?
I just said continue.
Rams, Seahawks.
What finish means?
Rams, Seahawks, and I'm gonna go Bears for the 3rd one.
Okay.
Because I don't really think the 49ers are too high right now. They're kind of like, the Buccaneers. They just had, I think, 2 back-to-back losses. Like, they're not. It's looking kind of weird in the NFC right now. The Lions just lost. Packers just lost. The shit looks kind of weird between all the top teams. So, my top 3 teams between the NFC that needs to pick it up. I'm gonna start off with us. I'm gonna go into the Buccaneers. I'm gonna go into the Lions.
Yeah.
I'm going to the Lions. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Well, it's my turn, and I am just going to say right off the bat, I think that we are back in the age of Foxborough. Does anybody else feel that? Does anybody else feel the Foxborough spirit in the house right now? The Patriots. I mean, I love how the Patriots are looking right now. I am liking the intensity on both sides of the ball. Drake May is still intense. Their defense is getting intense. So I'm liking how it's meshing as one team, right? That second team who is kind of on a roll in the AFC right now, got to give it to the Broncos. Another 9-2 team. Jesus Christ, 2 9-2 teams from the AFC. And we were worried about the Chiefs before this season. They said in that third team, I really can't place. I really can't place who should get that third spot on the who's on a roll in the AFC right now. For the simple fact that I feel like it's just so interchangeable. I feel like I can pick 2 teams and then have 4 teams who come in on that need to improve. Especially when we're talking about contenders, right, guys? We're nearing playoffs. We're nearing the end of the season. I think that there are 4 teams in the AFC who need to improve. Starting off with, of course, my Pittsburgh Steelers. We've got to improve on offense and defense. Our defense has to be consistently the defense that we know we can be. Our offense has to get the connection. I've been saying this since week 4. We have to get the connection going. And we have to be consistent with the fucking connection. And that doesn't mean just the pass connection. The run block has to connect with the fucking runs. It has to all come together so that we can be a cohesive offense. And I think that's how we'll find improvement before the end of the season. That next team, gotta go with the Chiefs. The Chiefs are improving, which is why I feel like if only they had just a little bit more improvement, we're probably seeing the Patty Mahomes of old come playoffs. Which brings me to another team who is always in the conversation, the Buffalo Bills. And I can kind of put the Ravens. The Ravens is my last team, but I can kind of splice them together. They're both having kind of that same issue when we're seeing their offense is not physical enough or as physical as it should be with the weapons that they have. And their defense, it could be argued that the Ravens have a one of the best defensive cores of all time. Just consistently, year after year, they are always one of the top defenses. But this year, we have not seen that spark out of this defense, which leads me back to the Bills. They don't have a defense at all, in my opinion. I think that these 4 teams in the bottom half of the AFC need to improve dire if they're going to have any chance at making it to that AFC championship. Fuck the bowl. If they want to get to the AFC championship, they got to see people like the Colts. They got to see people like the Patriots. They got to see people like the Broncos. So we are all going to have to pick it up, all 4 of those bottom half teams. When it comes to the NFC, my 3 who are on a roll, got to go with the entirety of the NFC West. Rams, Niners, Seahawks. I so badly wanted to put in the Bucks in that top half. But like you said, Tip, I think with the absence of Baker, they are starting to head on that decline. I don't want to see them decline anymore, which is why they are the first team on my second half who needs to improve. They are the first team that I need to see some improvement from if they're going to keep this considerably good run going, right? The next team, of course, we all know, the Super Bowl defending champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Sai, you already touched on it. It's no fucking secret. Y'all ain't really doing what y'all supposed to be doing on offense. Are we getting the dubs? Yes. But as Super Bowl defending champions, we want to see a powerhouse offense like we saw last year. We want to see a power. Not even the defense is a powerhouse defense, in my opinion, this year. We're seeing consistently mediocre showings from the Eagles because they are consistently facing mediocre showings. So I think when you combine mediocre with the mediocre of other fucking teams, of course, the Super Bowl champions are going to come out on top. But I think once we're going to get into this a little bit right after this, our schedule breakdowns, this latent part of the season is going to get hard. Whether, Eagles fans or Eagles players or Eagles people want to admit it or not, it's going to get hard. You have the Bills back there. I believe you guys still haven't played the Bears. You have a couple good teams on the back half of this schedule who could potentially give you guys a run for your money and make you guys end the season 11-6. So we definitely want to improve. My last team from the NFC that I need to see improvement from, I have the Bucks, I have the Eagles, and that very last team is the Lions. I've got to see some improvement from the Lions. Amon-Ra St. Brown. I need to see you put the team on your back on some Jamar Chase, on some Justin Jefferson, on some DK Metcalf. It's like, nah, I agree. But we need to see this. We don't need you out here like AJ Brown when you're the top receiver on your team and you're not top producing. You know, we're seeing your second receiver kind of show up a little bit more than you. We need to see something from Amon-Ra St. Brown that shows that he is the top player on that offense and he is the top producer on that offense. And that's who I think needs to improve. Now we're going to kind of get into the schedule breakdowns and kind of make it quick. So we're just going to, you give me the rest of the schedule for the Cowboys, Tip, and you just kind of break that down.
So the rest of all right, so let me pull this up real quick, man. Ain't nothing but a thing. All right, so Cowboys schedule it's gonna be a little intense. We got Eagles coming up. That's no sleeper team. At any given moment, the Eagles can hit that switch and turn it all on. I don't want that to be against us because our defense is so trash. Then we have the Chiefs. Another team I don't want to start clicking at a random point, and don't let it be on our defense because I feel like a lot of teams can find their spark playing our defense, and now all that confidence will just boost as soon as they see us.
Regular season?
Yeah. And then after that game, we then have the Lions, another team whose offense isn't kicking up, and could use this to find that spark.
No, that's 3 weeks of hell. What the fuck?
I would say
if we come up with one, I'm happy, bro. If we come up with one,
but no, I would say that's 3 weeks of hell if we were talking about the last year Cowboys.
Lie.
But we're not talking about the last year Cowboys. We're talking about a good offense here.
Yeah, that one. I already know who that one fucker gonna come up by, but I ain't even tripping.
I know it is too. I don't want to say it. I think I know you're thinking too. I think we're on the same page.
You feel me? We just gonna see what happens.
Then we have the Vikings, so I think we can possibly win. The Chargers,
I think y'all gonna win that.
probably not. And then Commanders, no Jaden Daniels, we should win that. And then Giants, no Jackson Dart, we should be. Well, no, Jackson Dart, Jackson. Who's out?
Jackson's back. Cam's out.
Cam Scatterboo's out. So
I think,
and Malik Neighbors also out. They don't got nobody right now. This shit's cooked. So yeah, so that happened.
That's a pretty hard rest of the year for the Cowboys there. And
I would say
you guys are already kind of teetering on the edge, if you will. No?
I like draft picks, man. That's how I'm looking at it.
I mean, you've gotten
draft picks and we signed GP. We good.
You've definitely gotten used to draft picks over these last 20 years, huh? They said, I'll go next since I have my schedule right here in front of me. Of course, like I said earlier in the episode, we have the Bears next. This is a game that could go either way. I feel like a lot of our schedule is games that can go either way. I think that's just how the Steelers always, schedule. Or is that just how much of a powerhouse we are that it doesn't matter who it is? It could go either way. I think you could look at it either way. It just depends on if you're a hater or not. Then so short after our Bears game, we have to travel. We have to travel and we have to go see the Buffalo Bills. We have to go see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. Another game, in my opinion, that I think could go either way, right? Speaking on that trend of games that could go either way, we have our first divisional game against the Ravens. I think that game could go either way. Like we said earlier, yes, the Ravens are sneaking up. They are now 5-5, and we are 6-4.
To one game apart.
One game apart after a 3-game stretch, 3-game lead that we had in the beginning of the season over our entire division. I think we may see an upset when it comes to the Ravens here. Then we have the Dolphins. Easy dub. I'm not debating that with anybody. That's an easy dub for us.
I'd hope so. I'd hope so too.
I hope so. 3 hard games, that's got to be the stress reliever.
Wait, Cole, can you touch on Darnell Washington real quick? The tight end, the 6'7" dude. Can we talk about? Can you talk about him real quick?
Yeah.
Georgia Bulldog, by the way.
He's a fucking tower. A tower of fucking explosivity, hurdling 2 players.
That ain't different.
I think he averaged 12.2 yards after catch in that one game alone. And we haven't really been passing him the ball this entire season. So this one game was really a breakout for Darnell Washington.
Shout out Darnell.
Shout out Darnell. I think that he definitely will have a bigger role in offense in these coming weeks, though. I think this was just the beginning, right? Like I said, after we play that Dolphins game, we also see the Lions. I would say the Lions got a hard schedule. They play y'all, us, and the Eagles. They just played the Eagles. That's how hard is that.
Well, they got to worry about our defense for real, but they got to worry about our offense for sure.
Yeah. No, y'all defense.
We gonna fuck around making a shootout.
Yeah, that's definitely what it's going to be. It's going to be a shootout. Yeah. I don't see it being a shootout with us just because we have that defense.
Yeah.
And then after we play the Lions, we have the Browns again. We already beat them earlier this season, so I'm thinking we go into Cleveland and we come out 2-0. 2-0 on the season, and then to end it off, end the season off, we have the Ravens one last time. I think
that's an important game.
We have the disadvantage here. I see about 3 to 4 more games that we could potentially lose, which leads to our next team, the Eagles.
We got the Cowboys next. I can go either way, honestly. 50-50 on that one. We got the Bears next.
You think who?
Honestly,
I think the Eagles should come away with that win. I mean, I'm not super high on our team. I know we got Quinn Williams and a bunch of
your offense healthy right now, right?
Everyone's healthy, actually. Everybody's healthy.
The Eagles 2-0ing somebody.
I'm still not
really healthy right now. Actually,
I'm not too high on Adoree Jackson, so I'm not sure. But he did just have a great game this past week, so I'm still not sure on him. CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens is 2 different ball games.
Yeah, it's different.
We got the Bears. The Bears don't really scare me. They look good, but they don't really scare me. So I feel like we can come out with that win. The Chargers are the Chargers. They play good and they look good. But they don't I don't get the hype around the Chargers. They don't scare me. I feel like we're going to win that game. We got the Raiders, win.
Yeah.
Commanders, win.
Yeah.
We got the Bills. Now this is where I'm feeling some tension right here in this Bills game because this is week 17.
Mm-hmm.
So this is I feel something within this game. I don't know. It's a cold night, December 28th. I don't know. I don't know how that game could go. Then we got the Commanders again. I feel like we're going to 2-0 the Commanders, honestly.
You should.
Yeah. They don't. JD's out. It's like the offense looks terrible. The defense looks terrible as well. Doesn't even look as good as it did last year. I don't know. But
I would argue Marcus Mariota did his job. I wouldn't say they were terrible. Of course, he's not.
No, they're not ass, but I mean, you can't expect a whole lot.
He's not JD5.
Yeah.
Oh no,
he's not.
But I don't foresee
30 plus.
I don't foresee the Eagles going 2-0 with anybody in their division. Off the simple fact that arguably the worst team in their division, they already have not gone 2-0 against. So that's why I say that. I think that we've seen them beat the Cowboys in week 1. This is a different Cowboys team.
It's a better one.
Not a different Cowboys team. Different Cowboys offense. This is a different Cowboys offense. And I think that Cowboys can come out with it. Which they always do late in the season, might I add.
Yeah. You start to put the Jets either turn them off or turn them on. No in betweens.
What's your record?
But I think even with the Jets on or off,
5-5-1.
still beat the Eagles late in the season. I feel like that's like something that always happens.
Is that over 500?
No, it's exactly 500.
That's 500.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
If we can end up winning 9 games, we can sink the wild card. Surprisingly.
Okay. All right, fellas. To end off this great banger of an episode, it's gonna be real easy. Give me 2 teams, 1 AFC, 1 NFC. Who do you guys think we will see in the Super Bowl? I'll go first.
2 teams.
Well, yeah. Who do you think was going to be in the Super Bowl? 2 teams in the Super Bowl. So I think for the AFC side, we will be seeing, and this shocks me to say, it truly does. I think we will see the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl for the first time in almost a decade.
Since Brady.
That's crazy to say. Since the Brady era, literally. Since the Brady, that's almost 2016, 2017, almost 10 years. I think that they can pull out the AFC win, the AFC championship win. I think they can do it. When it comes to that NFC side, 2 teams. I know I said 2 teams, but I got 3. They said 2 teams I think could potentially make it to the Super Bowl from that NFC side. And the number 1 team I think that can go to the Super Bowl from the NFC right now. LA Rams. And that second team, of course, I have to go to shitty ass Pigeons just because of their record. That's the only reason that I say that. I feel like they are going to continue to skip through these games. And also, Tip, I want to get your opinion on this because we were kind of talking about this off screen, me and Cy were, of how, at the beginning of the season, the Eagles had top 5 hardest schedules. I would like to see them redo that and see how hard it is once we look at how the team looks during the season. Let's look at the team strengths during the season. I feel like before the season, it shouldn't fucking count.
Week 11 right now, right?
Yeah. Through week 11, everybody that y'all play from this point on looked terrible. All those teams look terrible. They were the big hard teams we thought you guys were going to have problems with when the season started, which is why y'all had like a 0.567.
So the Rams look terrible.
Y'all beat the Rams.
Buccaneers look terrible.
The only good wins I can give you
look terrible.
Who said these teams look terrible? You're putting words in my mouth.
No, he said.
Question.
He's rejudging y'all games, like the strength of them.
Rejudge the strength of them after the season. After we see what the season looks like. We see now those hard teams y'all have already played. Now y'all have all these easy ass teams. That's what I'm saying. Do you not get what I'm saying?
You just said the back half of our schedule was the hardest part of our schedule.
That's what before the season we thought that's what it was going to be before the season, and now we're seeing these teams are not good. That's why I said we have to
good.
Oh my
that's
god,
what I'm trying to figure out, my guy.
What
how are they not good?
Fuck? What the actual fuck?
I'm about to play devil's advocate real quick. So
how are they not good?
So here's what Kobe's referring to real quick. Just listen.
I understand him. He don't understand.
You clearly
me.
don't understand. I don't understand you because you're not understanding the point.
How are they not good?
You have 5 teams. First of all, I don't even remember all the fucking teams you just said. You play the Commanders twice. That's first and foremost. Now let's break it down. You play the Commanders twice. Without JD5. Without JD5. Then, no, let me talk. You wanted me to talk? Now I'm going to tell you. Without JD5, y'all play them twice. That's no strength right there. So that should be 0.00 off the fucking bat. Then y'all have the Cowboys again. A team y'all already beat. Their strength shouldn't be too high either. They're 5-5. Their strength shouldn't be so high. Then you have the Bills. You have the Bills. You have the Bills. Who are? Yes, they're 5. That's 5-5. That's 5. That's what are you saying? The only 500 team in the back. Well, the Bills are also a 500 team as well. The Chargers are declining. The Chargers could lose these 2 games before they get to y'all.
7-4.
Oh my God!
I get what you're saying, but they're over 500.
You're not getting what I'm saying because you're just you're not listening at all.
They're over 500. You're trying to say once they get to us, their record's gonna look differently. So now they're ass. What do you?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Yes. Now you get it. Yes. If they are losing games before how does that not make sense? If they're losing games before they get to y'all, does that not make them weaker? Are you okay? If they are losing games before they get to y'all, does that not make them weaker? What the fuck are we talking about here? Anyway, great spot to end the fucking episode on, because what the actual fuck? That's what happens. Like we taking it back to the beginning of the episode. That's what happens when young niggas just crash. No reason, just crash. Niggas not even driving. They just ready to crash. Stop looking for the crash and drive. God damn. Jesus. But that is
we got to do a part 2 on this one.
Definitely have to do a part 2 on this analysis, because we did.
We're going to do analysis every time. We're not even going to do the top. We're going to do straight analysis, bro. Straight analysis work.
Yeah, and please, YNs, get it the fuck together. We are sick and tired of seeing niggas die. We are sick and tired of seeing y'all crash out. We are sick and tired of the whole fucking culture that is YNs. Put the YNs down and pick up the RNs. Thank you, and good fucking night. It is your boy, Call Me Crazy, aka Kobe Nasir Wallace. This is the Crazy Talk Podcast. That's my boy Noah fucking Tip, Side Bow, and we are signing out.